offside.
I guess it tells you something about this. Not expecting too much deviation off the seam position. I'm just not sure, is that there for a bad delivery, or does he expect a good delivery to go there as well? And that's often what you need to decide as a captain, because it might be something, a drive on the yap will find a thick outside edge and might go to that man in picture, but that looks more like it's just there for back foot punts or cut shot. It certainly won't be a game plan as such to take a wicket there. I just feel like Zimbabwe can't afford to have another outside edge find a vacant area in that slip corner. They just need one wicket to get the innings up and running, one breakthrough to get themselves into the contest.
Well, that's another imperious cricket shot from Saeem Ayub. Yes, it was over pitched slightly by Mzanavani, but just the ease with which he's dispatched this to the boundary.
The full face, look at the head position right over the ball, contact underneath the eyes, look at the balance. Look at all that pose for a couple of seconds after contact. He's looking in good form is the young man.
Quick single, and Joel Dumbi wasn't able to cut it off. 5 gone and it's 28 for none.
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ। जैस के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
Pakistan 118 to win. Shouldn't take 45 overs. And then Mavuta, spinner. Saw Pakistan today. Very spinner. They're the second over of this match. Feeling, you don't see him.
Yeah, Zimbabwe, they want to be proactive here. Let the sequences pan out like you'd expect. They'll try something different early on. Looks to be a placid surface, so good for batting. Nowhere near a 146 surface. They need to find a little bit of magic from someone.
Maybe that spinner, which is just, it's extra something, an extra turn. Very good batting surface. Did have his best to fight. It's a test match at this round 2 years ago. Good idea, just to give him a go. It's gone back behind square on the offside, and Blessing Zarabani cannot cut it off.
It was Ayub Saab, 24 of 20 deliveries. Easy pickings for him, Saab. Finds the gap, opens the face. He's made good use of this power play. 4 boundaries so far in his innings.
This time it's off the front foot. Gloriously done by Saeem Ayub. Back-to-back boundaries.
Yeah, it's the overcorrection from Richard Ngarawa. Followed up the short and wide one with the overcorrection to 2 full and 2 straight. Almost felt like Ayub saw him was waiting for that overcorrection. In position early, high right elbow, provide the guidance. Find that gap. I like that. 2 consecutive boundaries. And the next ball played on its merit. Nice straight back, solid defensive shot. See that it always feels like the batsman telling me is here to score. Doesn't want to fill out that package with 3 or 4 or 5 boundaries. He wants to construct an innings, play the ball to its merits, and build a partnership.
From that over, 6 gone is 36 for none.
Brush arrow, brush arrow, brush arrow, brush arrow dinara.
Sensodyne kids in the neck. Must move because of the job.
Cavities to the guy. Not the way it's strong. I'm gonna get that ass. I'm eager all day long. Sensodyne and Pakke Dost.
Dala really had needed to do much. He's been looking in very good touch. It's a first boundary short from Zarabani, and that was a slip just being removed. And beautiful down the ground and square of the wicket. Beautiful is a word. He makes you overuse, this young man.
I think I alluded to it earlier, but there's a balance and a poise to the way that he's playing. Looks like he's had a lot of time. It's normally a sign of a good player, top player in fact. He just seems to have a little bit more time than the other players have. And he's looked unfazed so far today. Really, his shot selection has been exemplary.
That's a drop chance. Blessing him, Zarabani. He's managed to create an opportunity, and Sean Williams had to drive a long way to his weaker side, to his right side. He could not hold on to that one.
On the up from Shafiq, and that's a tremendous effort. That goes down as half a chance for me. Made it a chance, moved well to his right, got down, and it's one of those catches, like you said, to his right and his weaker side, and either sticks or it doesn't. Gave himself a chance though to get a hand on it.
What a response from Shafiq Abdallah. This is on the up. Not a bad delivery, but he's gotten on top of it and smashed it to the boundary.
No, that's the difference between this one and the previous shot that almost cost him his wicket. Got on top of the bounce with this shot. Harder with the left elbow, higher, top of the bounce, hit it into the ground, and away she goes.
Pakistan now going at close to 6 runs and over. 28 from 23 has really dominated this power play.
Good scoring, looked very, very simple.
Seven overs gone, 40 for none.
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
Yeah, at this stage, Zimbabwe were 37 for 2, Pakistan 40 without loss. You think about how they've gone with the ball. Very effective. Spinners dominated, put their hands up. And they also mentioned that there wasn't a great deal of turn on offer, but they made use of the conditions, as there's a bowling change now with Trevor Gwandu. But the start is really important from an opening pair from a few days ago that were put under a little bit of pressure. There's a chance that's gone down. They've looked really composed. As I welcome Amir Sohail.
Yeah, Saim Ayub, more dominant. He's finding middle of the bat quite consistently, regularly. Another cover drive. The moment he middled the ball, he knew it's going to go over the boundary line. Not a great start to the over for this young man. I'd rather not say his name.
Shot of the day for me. Beautiful stride into the ball, and you think that goes in front of square, but it's where he meets it. It goes square of the wicket.
Yeah, he pulled the weight ever so slightly back to be able to find that gap. Good batting. Playing the ball underneath his eyes. Saim Ayub. Yeah, we spoke about Saim Ayub, how well he's batting there. Well, let's talk about Abdullah Shafiq. He's known failure in the recent past, still battling hard to find the rhythm in his batting. In the previous over, there was a life given to him. Cut. And he cut the ball disdainfully for yet another boundary of the over.
Yeah, this time it goes in the same area as the drive, but maybe slightly behind square. But he picks up this length so quickly, and then you just look at the extra bit of pace the hands puts on the ball here. So emphatic on the cut, and previously also very emphatic off the drive. So a little bit of work here for Trevor Gwandu. And so field changes straight away here, captain and the bowler. Who and what? I think more protection out at. Okay, this one here really does confuse me a bit here, man. So third comes up into the circle on the offside, and then the sweeper goes back on the offside.
Yeah, the reason why a right-arm fast bowler resort to bowling round the stumps to a left-hander to deny the opportunity to hit the ball through the offside. And this is the ideal length. But if as a bowler you keep on providing plenty of room outside the off stump, you defeat the purpose.
I get the idea is to bowl as straight as possible, and that's why fine leg stays back. Then there's a square leg on the left of the square leg umpire, and then there's a mid wicket and a mid on. I just find with Trevor Gwandu, he's looking for consistency, and he struggled through the offside. So he hits the dick on that occasion, and it'll bring the sweeper into play. The change of strike, so Shafiq will be on strike. I just thought that more likely you'd want to get the batter to hit down the ground rather than hit the square of the wicket.
And especially on a pitch like this, which hasn't got much to offer to the seam bowlers. You need to be stickler as far as liner length is concerned.
Nicely fielded. Won't stop the run though. It'll bring up the 50 and it'll bring up the 50 partnership as well. After 8 is 50 without loss.
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ। जैज के पास हर नीड का हल है, बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
Run partnership between these two. Their 3rd in 6 matches. At the top of the order for Pakistan. So Pakistan is finding perhaps what could be their opening pair. Must remind you, Prabha Azam is not here. So a start like this really then allows you to really set up your middle order alongside Rizwan and Azam.
Ideal situation for Abdullah Shafiq to regain some confidence and get some rhythm back into his batting. The situation is not challenging, and also the conditions. You can afford to anchor at the crease. You can eat up as many deliveries you want to. Such is the situation.
Yeah, spot on. I think situationally, it just allows them and him himself maybe to find some time out in the middle. Doesn't have to overly express himself. If they were chasing 320 and he was batting in this fashion, then you can critique options and his scoring patterns, and that's where the pressure comes in. But it's an ideal situation here to get some runs underneath his belt.
Not timed it well, but still managed to head the ball into the gap for a couple of runs. Yeah, talking about a situation where 300 runs were required. The way he's batting, eyebrows would have moved and moved frequently.
I think that will come when those pressure situation comes. You know what? 14 off 23 need to be converted to perhaps 30 off 23. I will ask you the question, perhaps, does he have it in the wheelhouse to take the game to the bowlers? Does he have that aggressive nature? And remember, aggression is not smashing it all over the place. It's about picking gaps. He looks a very classical batter.
Yeah, he does have. You know, he has proved it time and again. I remember that chase of Pakistani team in Sri Lanka, where he was phenomenal, batted for a long period. And he was instrumental to win the test match for Pakistan. It was a famous victory. And then, even in PSL, I've seen him scoring runs briskly. But just because he's short in runs, that's why he's short in confidence. But it is very good on the part of the selectors. They believe in his ability. They are sticking with him, affording him a lot of time to regain his confidence and form.
He's got a rate of 131 in T20s. So he has it. He's got the ability to just put the foot down on the pedal when he needs to. Oh. This is splendid. I don't know if it has all the legs to get there. Oh, yes, it does. Beautiful shot to end the 9th over here. It's 57 without loss.
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
A better start for Pakistan at the top of the innings. Previous game, there was 60 for 6. And that came about to the spinners from Zimbabwe and also Musarabani.
He's batting beautifully, showing the awareness of where the gaps are every time. He has hit the ball. He has made sure it goes into the gap. Picks up another bounce.